Hi, I'm Helen from Street Games.
Hi, and I'm Steve from Street Games.
And we're here outside the Principality Stadium ahead of the Multi-Sport Festival on Friday the 27th of July. And we're going to give you a little talk through the venue and what to expect on the day.
Follow us.
Okay, so this is the entrance that the young people will be using and that you'll be using on the day. It's Gate 3 on Westgate Street. It's the ramp with the giant rugby posts. So everybody will be entering up this ramp and going in at Gate 3. The event starts at 9:30. We've got a briefing for volunteers at 8:30 a.m. And if you come up this ramp and through these gates, the stadium will be open and ready for you. Okay, so we're now at the top of the ramp, Gate 3, and this is the gate that will be open, and the young people will be coming in this way and heading straight ahead. Registration will be right in front of us.
So once you followed our branding up to Gate 3, this is where registration will be. Leading on to here is where all the young people will collect their t-shirts. Level 7 then for the main entrance to the stadium, and you'll lead on into the concourse area with our food market. It's here at the registration area where you meet myself, Steve Welsher, Gareth Windmill and Lucy Vickers, and we'll be your 3 volunteer coordinators for the day.
So this is the main stairwell that we'll be using down to the pitch for the day. At the moment, as you can see, they're building up for the speedway. Thousands of tons of dirt will come in. We'll be using the entire pitch. We'll have activities from one end to the other end of the pitch. We've got over 50 activities on offer for the young people throughout the day. About half of them will be on the pitch, and the other half will be around the concourse on level 3. There are a couple of activities going outside of the concourse level 3. We've got an extra area at Gate 7, which is where the View Cinema is, and we've also got graffiti going on Millennium Walk, which is the walkway next to the river. So we've just walked a little way down from Gate 3 now, and we come to the first open area in the stadium, and this is going to be the food market. So there'll be Nando's, Warburton's, various other items available for food here for the young people. We'll be working out a ticketing system so that they can all come and have their fill. And then that's the first aid room where our first aiders will be based should they need to address any incidents. If they're not addressing an incident, they will be wandering around the stadium and available on radio contact. So beyond the food market then, we'll be dotting activities throughout the concourse. We'll circulate a site plan in advance and we'll have them available for you on the day. We'll also have large versions on the walls. But basically, within the concourse, everywhere that it opens up, we'll be looking to put some activity that maybe doesn't need massive head height and doesn't need a huge amount of space. For those that need big space, we put them on the pitch. As you can see, there are toilets all around the stadium, and there are also water points all the way around the stadium, so everybody can help themselves to water as required, and there's plenty of loos. Okay. That's what speedway building up sounds like. As you can see, we're coming into another area where it opens up, so we've got a bit more scope for bigger activities in this area. So we have all of this space, and the additional space we have this year is here, outside of these gates. So we'll be just marshalling that. It'll be within the fence line, but outside of the gates.
So here we are just leaving the concourse area to give you a different view of the stadium. So as Helen already said, there's over 50 activities with 2,000 young people. And just to our right hand side here, where registration is, there'll be seats available for the young people and their staff to sit on the day. Also, if you can see just between the tractors and diggers, there's the tunnel to the home change rooms and away change rooms. This is where our VIPs will be placed on the day, and they'll be having stadium tours during the afternoon. And there'll be some roles there for you all as volunteers to help support the VIPs on the day. Also, we will make sure that each volunteer receives a t-shirt, a goodie bag, and also food and refreshments on the day. We will also have a room and a safe space for you to take some breaks, place your personal belongings and valuables on the day.
Okay, so we've carried on walking around the stadium at level 3, and we're now coming to another open area that will be full of activities. We will fill some of the narrower bits with activities as well, but it can obviously we're a bit more limited. So these are the gates that are going to be open to go out onto Millennium Walk. So we're closing part of this walk. We'll have the gates closed at either end of the walk from 9 a.m. until 3:30 p.m, stopping all the pedestrians walking through. So on the day, the timetable is 8:30 arrival for a briefing. Come between 8 and 8:15 ideally, and 8:30 briefing with Steve. We have the event opening at 10, but the young people will actually be arriving from 9:30, and they'll probably be queuing outside the door at 9:30. We'll take a call on whether we're ready to have them in any earlier, but officially the doors open at 10 a.m. Then it's just a free roaming event. So once the young people are registered, checked in, they get a wristband and a t-shirt, and then they are set free to roam around, run around to all and any of the activities that they wish to. We don't stop for lunch. There will be breaks. We'll try and schedule in some breaks with you, but the event doesn't stop for lunch, so we'll need to stagger breaks so that we've got cover the whole time. And we're on the go till 3:30 then. The event is open until 3:30. Once 3:30 comes, young people will actually start, some of them will start leaving from sort of 2:30. Once 3:30 comes then, we can start clear up. It's really important that no activities providers are allowed to remove their items before 3:30, and we're not allowed to have any vehicle movement on the pitch until all the young people have cleared the area. So it'll probably be more like 4 o'clock. So we just need to be quite strict at the end of the day because everybody wants to get home, but we have to do it safely. And then clear up, usually we're done by about 6 or 7. But you can discuss with Steve the hours that you're actually going to work. There's various roles on the day, from helping with sporting delivery to helping with registration, looking after VIPs, and just general running around and troubleshooting. We'll allocate the roles when you arrive on the day. We have first aid on site. I showed you the first aid room earlier. We'll have 4 first aiders in 2 teams. So there'll be 2 in the concourse area, 2 on the pitch. They'll be on radio contact. If there's an incident, first aid incident, we radio them and they'll come and attend. Should an ambulance need to be called, they will make the call on that. Don't be afraid to ask for help. There are loads of people here, both for working for Street Games and for other national governing bodies, who will be more than happy to help you if you're unsure of what to do. Please ask. Take a break, ask Steve when you want a break, and he can schedule one in and make sure there's cover for you. And be vigilant. You're helping to deliver what is a great day for these young people, but there'll inevitably be some scuffles and some bad behaviour. Just be vigilant and try and keep it calm for us.
So here we are at the other side of the stadium. Helen and I have done a complete walk around of the concourse now and give you different views from each angle that we've been at. It's taken us just over 5 minutes to get completely around and doing the video along the way. So on the day you'll be split into 3 teams. There'll be a logistics team with myself, Steve. There'll be a concourse team with Lucy, and then on the main pitch area will be the team that's with Gareth. As Helen told you about earlier, before the event and after the event, there will be vehicles accessing the arena, and they'll be doing so here via the Dragon's Mouth. This will also be the entry point for any emergency vehicles if they are needed on the day. So yeah, this is another view of the stadium. Obviously, it's been set up today for Speedway, but it'll look completely different when street games get in here on the 27th of July.
Okay, so what we've got is, this is gate 4, so this is where the underground entrance is. So any activity providers, anybody needing to get onto the pitch, they come in via gate 4. There's the main entrance up towards gate 3 that we showed you earlier on in the video. The entrance to gate 4 is opposite 0 Degrees on Westgate Street. Now this area in front of us here, which is behind the WRU shop, is the area we're going to be using for car parking, okay? So for staff car parking. So you head down the ramp if you are driving, and just before you hit the security lodge, you turn into the right, what we call Car Park X. Now from Car Park X, you park up and then you go up that metal stairway, which will lead you up to the main entrance that we showed you in the video before. I hope you can see that past all this fencing.
So here we are back at the beginning at gate 3, which is your point of entry on the day. Thank you for taking the time to watch today and listen to Helen and myself. We're really looking forward to seeing you on the 27th. And we'd just like to say a big thank you in advance to all our volunteers. Events like this wouldn't be able to take place without your help and energy on the day, and we can't wait to meet you all. Just a quick note for things to bring: try and wear some comfortable clothing on the day, ideally trainers or some lace-up shoes that you're comfortable in walking around in all day. We'll provide you with a t-shirt and refreshments and food and a safe place on the day. If you have any questions in the meantime, please feel free to get in contact with myself. My details will be on bottom of the email. We will also run a webinar on the 23rd of July between 6 and 8 o'clock for anyone to jump on and ask any questions. And I guess that's a wrap. There's Helen finishing off in style. Can't wait to see you on the 27th. Thank you. Bye.